So hello. My name is Jarek Lipski. I have a yeah. I have a little project to show, which is called Puffin. Webapp hosting for average users, I hope. So here it's about making distribution simpler for a normal user. So I was wondering how to start, and actually I would like to start from maybe unconventionally a bit. Let's start with a demo, and then I will give you some theory. I mean some boring stuff. How it works. So okay, so how to do a demo like this? Okay, so this is Puffin. This is a experimental application, right? It's a web app running on my server. So the first thing you can take a look is to learn a bit more about the application. As you see, it's still simple, but I will show you. So you can read some basic stuff. So for example, getting started, we should first register. So let's register. Test 6, let's say. Yeah. Email address test6@lumchild.net. Actually, I won't. Sorry, I don't see anything. Yeah. Oops. That's good. Oops. Oh, too much French keyboards. Oh my God. It's actually not important. Well, I put my name here and password. Well, already it's chosen for me. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know what it is actually. But I just wanted to show you if I register. Yeah, so it will send me an email to register, to configure. So I won't open the email account. I will just log into the newly created user for FOSDEM. So let's log into this one. So after logging in, I'm able to actually install those apps. So what I wanted to show you is I will install a blog, a simple blog. So this is Ghost, right? So the first thing you can see, okay, there's a screenshot. The first thing, a couple of screenshots. I mean, the resolution is a bit different than I'm used to, so sorry, I'm a bit surprised what's going on here. But the first interesting thing you can do is you can change the domain, DNS, I mean, to point to your application. I actually already changed it, so I put it here. You need it's not fully automated. You need a wildcard on your domain, or by default it uses Puffin rocks because you can also use it. So let's not change it, and I can just run it. So yeah, it will take a minute. As you see, I'll see how long it takes. I haven't started on this user, I think. So yeah, it's updated. Actually, what's happening here? It's starting a container, a bunch of containers to run this app on the server, on my server. For now, it's just a single machine, but yeah, I will show you why it's pretty good. Once we get here, I will show you that actually this app will be available, right, for the network. So as you see, the idea is to keep it one click basically. So you click and you install your app. So the idea is to keep it similar to the familiar for users to look like a mobile app basically, or mobile app on the phone. You can see it better on a bigger screen. So I can open my app. So this is a Ghost, right, running. You can access it also. I can post something. I wonder how much time do I have still? Are we on time? Well, pretty much. Yes. So I need to set up this Ghost first. So I need to create my first account. So I can say FOSDEM at, well, this is my email. Now. Oh my God. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing this. Well, FOSDEM passwords. Let's keep it secret. I think there's only one password now. Do I need to repeat it? Yeah. Blog title. Okay. Tests 1, 2, 3.
Same as your password.
No. No, this is my main password. No, this is my root password actually. That's not. Oh my God. No. No, I'll do this later. Right? I don't have a team. Maybe unless you want to be invited. So I can create my blog, right? Blog post. I can say hello. Let's say. Sorry, I should put it both on my screen on this. It's a bit hard. Hello FOSDEM, right? And I can save it, I can publish it, publish now. So, yeah, so technically, I mean, so I have a blog, right? It's available. I have my first blog post. So the idea is this. I mean, to allow like normal users without, as you see, it's pretty simple. Actually, the best would be without any configuration. But there's a bit of configuration. It can be automated too. But yeah. So this is my blog. So let's go back to Puffin. So I can see, as you see, it's very, very simple. But I have my application. So this is my Go set. It's currently running. I can run some more applications. What else I wanted to show you here? Actually, this is also interesting. You can add a new application. I mean, currently it works. This is not user-friendly. This is a GitHub pull still. So yeah, but it needs to be improved, of course. So it should be easy to add your own applications. There's some trick to it, but I mean, I will show you later. So this is a demo. Thank you. So we can go back to the presentation. So I will tell you maybe a bit what you just saw, how it works, right? What is it? So what is it? So what is Puffin? So I think there are three. We can say there are three parts in Puffin. There's the platform that actually is responsible for running those, for managing the containers, managing the applications, remembering which application is running. Setting up some basic stuff, because actually, if I showed you actually the email, for example, if I register my user, the emailing works, so I receive an email. There are some basic services that it provides, but actually the platform is actually nothing more than there's the Docker Compose. It just calls Docker Compose at some point, because applications are actually directories. So the next part of Puffin is application catalog. It's curated, so the idea is to keep it interesting. I mean, only the curated in a sense. I mean, well, yeah, anyone can contribute. Actually, it's actually not completely true. But the idea is in each application, I just capture how to install it. So basically, if I want to install a blog or a forum software, I go to a website and I read the instructions how to install. I need a MySQL, I need this, and with this I capture it in a Docker Compose file. So this is the second part. So actually all of them are independent. So platform, how to run those containers, those applications, the application themselves, the catalog. Actually, you can disconnect them. You can use just Docker Compose pretty much without using Puffin. And the first part is the hosting platform. So you can actually go to Puffin Rocks and install and run it, right? So the idea, well, I will show you later, but yeah. So this is the centralized service. Actually, this is the centralized part of the decentralized internet, right? But actually, anyone can run their own platform. It is very easy. But there's also a hosted platform for users who don't want to bother installing anything, managing the server, or yeah. So those are the three parts I want to talk about. So now maybe a bit how it works. So quickly, it's written in Python. It's using Docker, of course. It's using Docker Compose. I will show you how the application looks like. It's pretty much Docker Compose is the most important one. There's a reverse proxy because I have a bunch of containers running on the server, so the request needs to be routed to them somehow. So there's I currently use Nginx. Again, it's containerized. You can use anything. I can use anything. I'll probably switch to HA proxy. And there's for example email postfix relay. So this is actually a little container that forwards to a real email server this time, right? So because I don't want to be sending emails from my own server because I will be probably blocked. I need to be careful about this. So I wanted to show you another quick, maybe not a demo, but how the application looks like. Oh, it's a bit cut. Oh, yes. Oh, maybe I will just double click. Will it work? No. Okay. Let's do it this way. So this is my catalog, right? Apps. So I can show you Rocket Chat, for example. So all I have here is Docker Compose, README, and some pictures. So Docker Compose. I will just quickly. Oh, it's too big. Sorry, I was trying on a smaller screen. What? Okay. Let's also resize this. Yeah, so what you see here is actually Docker Compose version 2. There are two services, main and DB. What is interesting here, I mean, what is different from standard Docker Compose? I need to have some environment variables, virtual hosts, and virtual ports to tell the the proxy, how to access the application. Then this is a standard application setup. Actually, this application is pretty good because it allows me to configure itself via environment variables. If it's not available, I can generate a config file at startup, for example, from the environment variables. And I set up root URL. So technically, I can run Docker compose this, and it will run my Ghost, my Rocket chat. Another funny thing here is that I have 3 networks because each application has its own network to be separate from the others, and I have access to the front, so to the proxy, and back to the email and other services provided by the platform eventually. So yeah. Some other services in it's kind of a private cloud, and of course I store data in volumes. I don't want to lose my data. So this is the second container database. Yeah, pretty much standard. And this is those one. One little tab. Oh shit. Okay. Yes. So the other part is the README file. It's a markdown. It's nothing else than a markdown. So. Really? Are you sure? Okay, yes, you're right. Yeah, because okay. Now, okay, the most funny part is why it rocks. Well, it actually doesn't rock. It's .rock. It's just .rocks. It doesn't rock yet, but I hope to make it rock. Yes, because it's decentralized. You can run it. You can run your own. It's simple for a user and for a developer. So user can. As you see, one-click install, and for developer, it's easy to add the app. It's pretty friendly. It's free as a freedom, and it's free also as a beer at the moment. But actually, you can run thousands of containers on a simple server that costs 15 euros a month. So I think you can pretty much keep it free. For example, run a platform for your friends. I haven't seen any problems. I have only one server now and pay 15 euros for it. Okay, a bit about future challenges. It's still an alpha. I delete data. Yes, my alarm. It's more like an egg than a Puffin right now. Security is a big issue here. It's multi-tenancy. So I have several containers running from different people on the same machine. This is still an unsolved problem. You can still escape a container, but I hope it will change. I'm pretty sure that you will be able to run containers somewhere in the cloud or on your servers, and they will be separated. I don't know. I'm hopeful it will be like VMs at some point. I know they are not VMs. Yeah, and a couple other things to do. So yes, if you want to contribute, first you can try it at Puffin Rocks. Just install Docker Compose app. It's very easy to start up, and then there are a couple of links if you are interested. So and sorry, one thing I want to leave you with is that the idea here is really to make it distribution simpler. So give free software to the users much easier than. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as software as a service, as Facebook. So you can install Diaspora like this, or as blog, or form. Okay, thank you. No time for questions.